Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Atelier Nikuzuki live stream, creative chaos, whatever we want to call it. I'm just getting myself onto YouTube here to make sure that broadcast continues. And then I'm just going to shuffle the laptop back so that the face cam, so that the laptop doesn't disrupt my sewing table, basically, is what the difference is. Could also shimmy this around a little bit. There we go. That's better. Alrighty, so, sorry. Try not to disturb the phone too much. Probably should just put it up there before I actually put the phone up there, but you know what? Whatever. So I got my stuff in the shipped like I needed to, and then went and actually looked at Winners to see if they had any display stuff for this coming few weeks, because like I mentioned, I do want to figure out something to do for the stitch markers. Didn't find anything. They had a lot of really cute Easter stuff, but the kids really don't need, well, they need some new clothes, but not dress clothes. They need some more everyday clothes. So I resisted. And then went and sat for about 10 minutes and actually did knit, which was glorious. And decided that I was going to cast off the socks that basically I knit one more row of ribbing on the socks that I was knitting, and then I cast them off. Haha. So that is also nice. Well, they're okay. One sock is half cast off, so I need to actually after I'm done sewing tonight, once I'm calling it quits, I'm going to go back upstairs and finish casting off, because I did not in fact do any knitting tonight with the kids. As I predicted, I just cuddled with them and played my games while they watched some Octonauts on Netflix. This is an extremely directional print. Obviously we can only go one way with it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the zipper and just see. After how we've been able to install the zippers the last few times, I think it's mostly in my head that they're directional, but I do swear that there is an easier way to install zippers. I don't know. Oh right, need to go this way. I actually have this. The zipper's jig is actually still on the sewing table. It's right underneath the tripod. I will move it when we're actually going to go in and install all the zippers, but tonight is not that night. We're only going to do it for the super directional prints. So sushi cats, blah blah blah. Okay, so that is that direction. Now we're going to take the pole off, pop this half here, open this up to put it underneath, and then we're going to clip it down, and then I will open up, well, actually we're just going to swoop the exterior fabric over top of it. There we go, that worked. And then if I'm smart, what I'll do instead of having to mark all of these, well, I guess I still have to mark them, never mind. It's I will mark it with a clip for the 1/2 inch mark, but no, I still have to actually put a mark down, because the clip moves before I get to the 1/2 inch seam allowance point. No, actually, yeah, I can totally install both sides of the zipper right now, because this isn't going to move. And since they're split, I can do it, and then we can just flip and sew. Apparently that end of the zipper is far weaklier than this end of the zipper. So, okay, we're gonna shimmy this way just a tick, because it is more generous with the exterior print on that side. that's okay. Zipper's long enough. Clip. And shimmy, shimmy. There. Get away from the shaggy bit of selvage, please, zipper. There we go. Good, 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 I think. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to clip in this zipper, and then we'll mark the seam allowance, and then we'll go in and sew it. The handles, as I finish them, are going in the clip bin so that they are out of the way. Okay, so that is the marking. That's the actual marking. There we go. Second line is the actual marking on this side. I'm going to mark this based on the interior because that makes more sense, since they both have to be sewn. And I'll mark here, and I'll mark here. There we go, and onto the sewing. The cat is currently laying on some of these bags, so we won't worry about those ones. We're not going to get through all the zippers tonight, so I don't think it's a big deal anyway. Oh, right. The bobbin. That's right. We pulled off of the machine and the bobbin finished right as we did that. So, put that clip back. Get the bobbin thread. Because I was like, oh, that's a good sign that it's time to stop, is the bobbin thread literally just ran out. Alright, well, I'm glad I wasn't like sewing a bunch of these right now, being like, haha, we're good to go. No, you're not. You gotta switch that bobbin. Success. All right, and then pop this on there, and I'm going to move the thread bin. There we go. Now we're good. Now we can go, and now I can actually wind the next bobbin as well. Sweet. Does feel like there's been a bit of wandering, so we're just gonna shimmy it here properly. Flip and do the other side. One of the distinct problems we were having with these zippers, and I probably should throw a couple more clips in the middle because of it, is that they did not want to stay in their spots. We fought these zippers a ridiculous amount. So that's something that we'll pay attention to as we're like flipping these. We're going to flip them as we're sewing them because these are really easy to flip with the custom zippers. And we're going to make sure that the zipper has been set correctly. Okay. Well, so far so good. It looks okay. Looks like everything's set correctly. Oh man. So excited to get these fabrics sewn up because they are going to turn out spectacular. I'm yeah, super excited. Might be able to actually move that thread catcher over this direction again. Let's pop it here. Oops. Of course. Actually, that's not a good spot for it because I'll knock it off sewing. There we go. So it's basically just check to make sure that the zipper is set and it's set fairly evenly. Sweet. Good. So there is Sushi Cat's zipper in. Okay, Okay, next we're going to do, I guess, wave cats. Looks like it's next, depending on when, if I can track it down in here. What is actually on top here that we could get easily? I have black cat with wisteria, and I'm pretty sure the cat isn't currently sleeping on this one. Black cat, navy wisteria. Oh, there's the crochet flowers right on top, and there's the cats. Okay, so those will be easier to get. Here's the cats. Why I want to rematch, there's the wisteria cats, and actually the Maiko as well, which I just saw while I was flipping through here casually. I thought, yes, there we go. I say that, but I was actually counting these so I could count the black zippers, so that's why I was actually looking through them. I just remembered. So of course I've seen all of these fairly recently. Whatever, the more I match now, the less work this has to be in like 10 minutes. So, there it is. Not 10 minutes. It's going to take longer than that to sew through all of these, but you get the idea. I do like that all of these are basically right on top, so I may as well just keep matching until we run out of easy matches, I guess. And the reason for matching them right now is because we are going to have to make sure that the interfacing also matches everything afterward, like in a little bit. There we go. Moonlight, I just saw that one. There we go. The turtles are in the navy pile, or the red pile. And the hedgies have their own in this like separate pile. Okay, so I think we're kind of at the, that it's not like we don't have a stack here already that we can just go from. Oh, there's Alice. I did, that one's in here because it's a black zipper as well. Towards the bottom. There's the koi, which are towards the top. Koi and the carousel, or not, yeah, the snow globes, which will be here, and the fish. Hello, I hope you're having a fantastic night. We're working with some Japanese fabrics to make bags for knitters and crocheters and everyone else as well. Patchwork cats. This is the one that I'm calling winter pine because it's got kind of that brown and like toned down kind of winter tones in my eye. Okay, and then the hedgies are here. There we go. Yoga dogs. I'm pretty sure we put a black zipper with as well. Or, oh, maybe we put a navy zipper with the yoga dogs. Did we? Navy. Okay, cool. So I'll grab a navy zipper and we'll pop that over here as well. And then, actually I see the mimosa, which is here as well. Go. And the bunnies, which I do not see here, but I do see more. There's the bunnies. Okay, there's bunnies. They're also a navy zipper. Another patchwork cat. If it's going into this pile and it doesn't have a zipper attached to it, it is a black zipper right now. We won't mix the other ones in that far quite yet. Oh right, the turtles I went with red, same as the strawberries. There's the Little Red Riding Hood cat. That's going to be navy. That's got its own color. We don't have a handle for this one yet, or the fish. That's right, we misplaced a couple handles. Okay. I thought I'd actually cut extra of those to compensate, but apparently not. Ugh, my goodness. Okay. Michael on teal. And then we've got tuxedo cats on red. And then we've got... No, these are all probably going to go back in this box in a minute, but whatever. There's Michael with navy. May as well match those up while we're here. There's the cat faces with scarves. The cranes. That's not cranes, that's capybara. That's a different sea animal. The fish and the sakura. And then the actual sakura. Okay. And then we've got capybara. Did the capybara go with navy? Yeah, they did go with the navy. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay, the turtles went with a red. This one is definitely black zipper. The sheeps went with a navy, on like the Shiba with the gray background went with a navy. The Shiba with the sage background looks like it went with, oh, it went with the navy too. Okay. Sweet. Looking good. Get these matched up as best we can, and then we'll start sewing. The strawberries went with red. Red is over here. Red, 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 red. Where did my red cuts go? Just want to be gentle and not like just like crash everything onto the floor here. Okay, there we go. There's the red cuts, because I'm getting into the red cuts, so we may as well sort them while we're here. So red zip and the handle. There we go. And then we've got the charcoal strawberries, which went with, oh, we might have actually gone with the actual charcoal for the strawberries. That's right. I think we did. Did we? No, because it was the wrong color charcoal. So what did we end up doing for these strawberries? Maybe it was red. Maybe I'm just not seeing it in the pile. Yeah, because I don't have all the red handles there. That would explain why I'm not seeing it in the pile, because they're not all there. Although where they went, I cannot tell you right now. Okay, we will set that aside. This banana cat's ended up with that very light gray zipper. There's more of the red. Okay, sweet. So the strawberries did end up with a red zipper. That's what I thought. I think the only one that didn't was, yeah, the pink didn't. Okay. Banana cats ended up with one of these very pale gray zippers. Oh no, that was a highlighter. There it is. Okay. Sweet. Strawberries. 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 Turtles. Turtles. Charcoal. Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. Bum, 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 bum. And then I see the one of the matches for that. And then here's the hedgies on that like mauvey dusty rose. Okay. I've got navy parasols. Did we not go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm like, did we not go with a navy zipper for the navy background parasols? Because if I didn't, that was a dumb move on my part. I know that the dragonfly's got a red zipper. Here's the strawberries with red as well. On that like dark denim background. Potato Lucky Cats on black. That'll be a black zipper when we go to put those in. Anything that's not getting a zipper is a black zipper. Anything going in that doesn't have a zipper is a black zipper. It's just that there's so many black that I don't want to like mess up the pile very much. This florals is charcoal. Now obviously we're still going to need to match linings to these, but whatever. That is a bigger job than I want to do before I actually am sewing them into them. Although it would be smarter to do it right now. Whatever. Okay, hot pink. Fans. I'm pretty sure the white fans actually were one of the few that get a white zipper. Right? Wait, did we have a handle for the... Doom, 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 doom. There it is. No, that's parasols, not fans. There's budgie. Okay, we'll work through the other ones because now I'm like, did we? I'm gonna put it back with the fish, simply because I know for sure that the fish and such are missing handles. I just forgot about it when we were in the studio. They'll just go back into the studio probably and we'll cut handles for them later. We're going to ignore them for now. And if that's the case with the fans, that's fine too, although I will be annoyed that I forgot them, obviously. This had that bright pink zipper, same as the Pixel Cats. And then we've got drinks. And they're not drinks. These are all like soft drinks. It's all like melon sodas and stuff like that. It's Retro Cafe. I want to go back to a Retro Cafe. Actually, there was one, I went to one in when I was in Tokyo by myself, and it was glorious. I think even going back with the kids, I'm going to go by myself to that cafe. Because here's the thing, Dallas isn't going to come fabric shopping with me. He's just along for the ride, basically, which is fine. But that means that that day will be mine in Tokyo. And I'm going to keep it that way. I'm like, I'm going to match the black zippers. And now we're just going to match everything up. Because in some ways it is less work than doing it individually. At least I think it's faster to do it all at once if I can. Did I give that a black zipper? What color did I give that? Because I don't see charcoal here. Oh, what color did I pick for you? There's the white fans. Okay, sweet. I did get a white zipper. That's what I thought. Okay. Set you aside again for a bit until we figure you out. Fans are back in. The very light gray and highlighter floral has that extremely light gray zipper. Like this. This one keeps catching my eye. Nostalgic Story. So I should get it in here because it's like right on top here. The cats. I think I went with the black zipper for this. I did. Interesting. Probably because the cats are all like black outlines. Dumpling cat. Another black zipper. The sage cats. I'm pretty sure this ended up in the charcoal pile. Yes. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, it ended up in navy. Yes. Navy makes sense. Okay, Shiba Pink. I'm pretty sure Shiba Pink ended up with a navy zipper. It did. Highlighter pink on off-white. Ended up with that little bit more yellow zipper, which looks amazing. This puff flowers ended up with that same kind of mauve color as the hedgies. There we go. Lavender Myco is a black zipper. Okay, the sage and purple cats ended up with a charcoal zipper, wherever the charcoal zippers ended up. There we go. Honestly, that would almost look really good with that mauve tone zipper too. No, it's a little bit too pink, whereas this is more like blue purple than red purple shade. Strawberries, I see them. Strawberries. Gray strawberries ended up with that very light gray zipper as well, I think. He looks, yes. It's always good to go through this right now too, because it's like, it's just a check-in to make sure that like some of my snap decisions earlier today were like correct. All that jazz, just making sure. Because actually we did end up going through these quite quickly today, which is awesome. But like, you know, have some time to step away and just look again at them with a fresh set of eyes. Now I can always change it right up until the point I sew them in, but it's also good to see all the zipper colors and like fabric colors playing together in different light situations as well. So like when we were doing them earlier, it was with like the lighting overhead, but a lot of natural lighting as well. Seeing them now under like full lighting or full nighttime lighting, they're still good decisions. So that's nice too, because realistically, when are most people going to pull out their project bags? And it's typically going to be in the evenings, I guess. That is my assumption. So obviously I would love if people are carrying their bags all day, but you know, the vast majority probably of people purchasing project bags are going to be using them in like overhead lighting situations. Or I'm just making, like I said, broad assumptions. It's like the thing about like the questionnaires of like, who's your ideal customer? And I'm like, well, obviously knitters, but everyone. Who doesn't need a bag? Seriously. Okay, is that roses or wisteria? That's wisteria. Flynn is sleeping on the wisteria handle. So the wisteria, the roses handle must be on my lap. Fans on black. Black cat with roses on navy. Sloths. Sloths. Wait. Where did its handle go? Oh, we did a yellow zipper with it. I was like, I thought for sure it was a black zipper, but it's not. That's right. Butterflies. What I think are sakura. I think they're sakura. I think they're like double bloom sakura. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, I've got like strawberry cats, strawberries with red, which I see right here. We're good. Right there. Doom 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 doom. Okay, that's unrelated. Strawberries, strawberries. Taco cats, taco cats, taco cats. Taco, taco. Okay. Chrysanthemums. I saw myself pull that out, but I guess we will find it. There it is right there. It's like, we'll find it in a minute. And lo and behold, there it was under my hand. Granny squares. Crochet squares. Strawberries are like right on top here. Festival carts. Festival carts are right there. This is going to look like a very shocking zipper, but it is very much in color coordination with some of the trucks on there. So that is why that one. Shiba. Pixel cats. If you ask why that's called pixel cats, it's because it reminds me of the 16-bit color, like, pixel characters on, like, the SNES and such. Retro gaming, arcade colors and all of that. Strawberries. Strawberries. Blue fans, which is here. Corgis. Corgis. I apparently do not have a handle for this, like, one with the floral swirl, so I'm going to throw it back with the other ones there. And I have not seen the cut for the strawberry cats. What the heck? What is going on? Why am I missing actual, like, bag cuts? The handles, a couple of those make sense. We knew that they were missing already. But it's weird that I would lose a bag cut between the cutting studio and here when we put everything on the cart and brought it out. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It might be hiding under here. Who knows? But I kind of doubt it. Oh well. If I don't get 3 out of what, like 105 bags or whatever sewn, I think we'll survive. Maybe. Hold on. We won't get our knickers in a knot, right? I think we're fine. Oh, okay. Never mind. The strawberry cats. Flynn is sleeping on the strawberry cats. That's why I didn't find it. I've already set it aside. Okay. So let's put the strawberry cat handle with the actual cat, who is sleeping on the bags. Although I still don't. That still doesn't help with the, like, fish or anything like that, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Ugh. Okay. That all goes back in the bin now. And that was very loud. I do apologize. And now we do the things. Mainly sewing zippers into bags. So this one is new interfacing. Okay, so where is the new interfacing? The new interfacing is on top. So let's put all the new interfacing behind me. That's all beige. Is it a complete disaster? 100%. Does it need to be tidied up? No, because it's going to get sewn in very rapidly, hopefully. Okay, that is all new white lining interfacing. That is an unadhered piece of interfacing. All right, I wonder what piece that fell off of. And then these are, yeah, that's old interfacing. All right. We're going to put all the handles that we're currently sewing in, or all the handles for the bags that we're currently sewing are going to go in the clip bin, and we will sew them post getting, I guess I could actually sew them right now, but we'll sew them after getting the zippers in, because really, does it matter? No. It doesn't matter if they get sewn before or afterwards. They still have to be sewn and turned before I iron anything, so haha. Oh shoot, I was gonna check. I need to arrange care for the youngest tomorrow. Okay, well, I guess I will be contacting my mother-in-law tomorrow, because it is 10:15 and that is too late. Okay, at least the class isn't until like 11, so I'm pretty sure the last class for them is also next week. At least I hope it is, because that would be really cool, because then Dawson will be home for both of their class ends, which he hasn't been before, so. Carry tea. This is a pre-made zipper, so I don't have to worry about it clipping it in or anything like that. I'm coming up on the end of my book right now. I'm currently listening to Dreamland. Still haven't looked at the author. I have no clue who it is. But it's definitely turned into a murder mystery. It's been really well done. It is a little bit slow in parts, but I do kind of expect that from, like, it's writing about, like, 1911 America. New York City and Coney Island and all of that. And so it is not, like, it's kind of what I expect a bit. I don't know why, but it feels like every romance that I've read from that era is, like, very demure. It's wild because I've, like, the, like, Regency, I think the Regency novels, like the historical Regency romance, and, like, definitely the Scotsman ones that are written are very racy. Like, and most of them I wouldn't, like, they're explicit. There we go. I wouldn't necessarily rate them as smut so much. I don't know. They fall really high on the spicy scale, but, like, then some of the authors, like Katie Robert, need to be, like, on a different they need to be almost on, like, a different scale, because it is not the same explicitness as, like, some of the other authors. I can't even pull a name out of my brain right now. Sorry, I thought I heard a child murmuring. They could have been, maybe they were rolling over or something like that. They're not crying out, so we're going to keep working. Yeah, and I don't know what actually changes that, like, changes it from, like, explicit or erotic, because erotic is also different from smut to me. These are all splitting hair definitions. Like, really, it's all erotica. Or if it's, like, less explicit, I would put it as, like, romance, I guess. I don't know. They're all in the romance genre. Anyway, I'm enjoying, I don't know why I'm rambling on about it. I'm enjoying the book. Actually, immensely enjoying the book. Like I said, I kind of hit a slump with my reading recently and, like, listening, and this has, like, perked up my attention again, so I will take it. Doesn't matter what it really is. So this did not get adhered at all. But that doesn't matter right now because we're sewing the zipper into the bag. That's right. Okay. I'm going to clip it though to keep the interfacing with that cut, with that handle, and then we'll adhere it later. I think there's one in the with the patchwork cats that needed to be re-adhered as well, so we can sort that out later. Not a big deal. Although overall I do think that this interfacing did adhere better than the old stuff, which, like I said, could just be down to newer glue. Now there's people like roaring up the hill behind us. Excellent. Yeah, anyway, it could be like newer glue. It could be that it's better. It could be... There's like 100 million different things that it could be. So who knows? So the kiddos picked them up from school. No big deal. They are actually pretty chatty in the truck on the way home, blah, blah, blah. Got in the door and just like all the meltdowns for the youngest started to happen. I was thinking about it and I'm like, the eldest was doing this at this point last year too. Lots of change, really. Like, I think the youngest is starting to realize that they're not going back to their old day home and like all of that. And they're at the table doing the head bob, but they were hungry. So they were upset because they didn't have enough energy to feed themselves. But they were upset because they were tired at this, like, yeah, they were upset because they didn't have enough energy to feed themselves, but they were super hungry. So I actually fed them tonight, which I haven't done pretty much since they started solids. Heck, even when they started solids, I barely fed them. Because we kind of did baby-led weaning, I guess. I don't know. But they definitely fed themselves because Dallas's aunt actually had a good point, or like the idiom that they followed was a baby that feeds themselves is less likely to choke themselves. This is not necessarily true with this youngest because honestly they don't chew anything, they just shove it in their mouth and swallow. But overall it's been pretty good. No actual choking episodes, but just all the near misses, obviously. Having a child is not for like the faint of heart, I feel like, yeah. But anyway, so I actually fed them tonight, which was kind of hilarious. And they were totally willing, because normally if you tried to feed them, they also have a meltdown, because they're like, I am like a strong, independent toddler, and I can feed myself. And I was like, you are falling asleep at the table. Just get some food in your belly so that you actually fall asleep in bed, please. Here, I'm going to show you why I chose the blue zipper instead of a pink zipper for this one, or some other neutral. Oh, that's pretty. So that's why, because there's actually quite a bit of, it's not wisteria, blue hydrangea on there. And so it complements the blue of the hydrangea really nicely. Oh, it looks so good. And that interfacing is feeling really good too, actually. That was one of the first ones where I actually like paid attention to what the texture of the interfacing was like, and it is good. Okay, this is an old one. And we're lining this with white, right? I think we're lining this with white. Are we lining this with white or beige? Damn it. Okay, so maybe we should go through and actually match up the linings as well. Should have done it while you had them sitting here. I'm pretty sure this is beige though, because it was one of those ones where I like beige, white, beige, white, beige, white, and I think the beige worked fine in everything except for the natural color. Okay, so we're gonna say this is beige for now. And then we're gonna say this is white, and it needs the new interfacing for sure. The next one is the snow globes, and it definitely is white. Excuse me. I had just done this when I was already matching zippers, it would be fine. Okay, there we go. Oh well. I'm pretty sure for these puffs we went with beige, but I have questions. But corgis and fans were for sure white, so we're just gonna throw those down there. Just grab 2 white linings, because at this point it doesn't matter that they're like, they don't need to line up or anything, they just need to be accounted. Okay, and then we had white for the strawberries, white for the pixel cats, white for the Shibas, and white for the festival trucks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I do know what I should be paying attention to is the interfacing that was used. So like that is actually old interfacing, not new interfacing. Both old interfacings. Okay. 1, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Okay. This is old interfacing, and I grabbed a new interfacing. Jesus. All right. After all that work this morning, pay better attention, Katie. Okay, that is new. This is also new, and I for sure have another bag in here that has new interfacing on it, right? Nope. Apparently, I don't. Oh, I think the strawberries do. Okay, strawberries get to stay. The rest of you are all older interfacing. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Okay, 1 old interfacing. 2 old interfacing, 3 old interfacing, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I don't know. Okay, the ones that I'm like, are they white or are they beige? I'm gonna set aside because I have no clue. Like, I really don't know. You should have a navy zipper. I'm pretty sure you are supposed to be white, but again, I don't know, so we'll leave them to the end because it'll be easier to pare them down at that point. Tuxedo Cats is definitely beige. Old, and it needs a navy zipper, which apparently has slipped away from it. It's fine, there's lots of navy zippers. Okay. Beige. That's new. Lovely. Okay. Okay, this is an old one here. Okay, yeah, these strawberries will be white because the beige dulls it down. That's what happened. It's also old interfacing. Ding. The cherry blossoms are new interfacing and they are beige. The butterflies. Black zipper, and they are a new interfacing and beige. Wrong pile, Katie. Interesting. That is not white, or that's not beige, that's white. Apparently I adhered 2 together that way. There we go. The sloths are definitely beige, and they're new interfacing. Excellent. Okay. Black cats, old interfacing, beige. Ding. Okay. Fans, new interfacing, beige. Because black fans. The other two will be white for sure. Okay. They've got a black zipper coming for them. The cat with purple roses has misplaced its handle. Oh my goodness. It's probably in the bin. We would have literally just matched it. So, hi. And it would have just gone in the bin, but I can't see it. Unless it's stuck to the one I just pulled out, which is, yep, haha, that's exactly what happened. Okay, it's new interfacing and it's beige. I'm pretty sure. All right. New interfacing white. White, old interfacing. White, old interfacing. This will be a lot easier when it's all the same interfacing. 2 steps forward, 1 step forward and 2 steps back today. Okay. Black cat on purple is definitely white. New interfacing. Okay. Bunnies is white. New interfacing. It needs to be adhered correctly. You know what I should be doing is I should actually be clipping the frickin' zipper to the handle. But what did I say? That was new interfacing. White, new. White, new interfacing. And this is still going to be double checked when I actually go to sew it, but like, better to do it this way now and have a general idea of what's white and what's beige before I commit and end up not having enough of the fabrics that I need for the bags that needed them. Again, could most of these, like quite a few of these still sway over to like beige? Yes, but we put a lot of effort into making sure that we had the correct counts. So let's not throw away however many hours of work we've already put into ensuring that these get matched with what they should have for aligning. Ugh, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Old white. I can't remember with the gray strawberries, but the blue denim strawberries are definitely a white lining. New. Okay, there's quite a few still here, so now I'm less worried about it. Water. I assumed on that one, and I guessed right. Okay, good. Pretty sure all the Shibas are white, because that makes sense. It's fairly bright, light fabric. I cannot for the life of me remember on the okay, good. On the these cat silhouettes, what color we chose. The dumpling cats is definitely a white lining. New. old. Old. Okay. Old interfacings. Bum. It's gonna be white, old. Zip. Okay. White, new. White, and that will be new because we ended up cutting it right at the end. Not the right pile. There we go. Pretty sure we put that one to beige, but like I said, anything where I'm in doubt, we'll just set aside. That really needs to be reinterfaced apparently. Okay, so some of them that I thought were adhered really well have not survived a little bit of jostling around, so we're gonna have to throw them back under the steam press here. All the linings are holding up really well, but some of the handles are not. So better to know that now though than later. Once like sewing is really into like, well, yeah, once sewing is really going, I guess. Okay, no doubt about it. The dogs are a beige lining. Old interfacing. Come on. Oh. Puff. Okay. Alright, this one is beige as well, and it's old interfacing. Okay, and then dumpling cats. Old interfacing. Strawberries, definitely old interfacing, or beige, but also old interfacing. Okay, called it. I think a lot of the beige ended up being the older interfacing than the newer interfacing, to be honest, or a fairly even split, if anything. Okay. Threads don't get caught. Okay. Dragonflies. New beige. Parasols will be beige, old. Also needs to be re-adhered apparently. Okay. I think hedgies were white. Again though, if I have any question, I'm just saying them aside for now. Okay. Old beige. Turtles on navy is going to be old beige, or just, well, beige, but also old. Okay, Banana Cat's beyond a doubt is lined in white. So is the Bumblebee strawberries. And so we're just gonna pop, and they're both old, so we'll pop 2 pieces of old interfacing white on top. Shibas, like I said, I'm pretty sure all of these were just lined in white, and they're both going to have new interfacing. Yes. New white interfacings. New white lining. New interfacing, white lining. However you want to phrase that one, I guess. Sassy cat with roses, or like cat silhouettes with roses on black is definitely a beige lining. Old interfacing. Pretty sure capybaras are white, as are the sakura on blue, but you know what? Just set them aside for now. The fish, navy fish, are definitely beige lining. The question is, what is there? Old interfacing. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting to the end of the beige old interfacing, so that's a good sign at least. Well, I guess it may not be a good sign depending on if there's more under there that don't have new interfacing, but you know, we can hope that there's only 2 more. I've been very conservative with the ones that have been going either direction, so. The cats are old interfacing as well. That's their zipper. Alright, let's see if we have done this correctly. No, we have not. Interesting. Oh, there's another beige right here. Okay, the cat was sleeping on it, so let's see. Please, 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 please be right. Ooh, it is not currently right. Okay. So, ooh, what happened? Alrighty. A lot of these still have old. Oh, I wonder if they got mixed in. Okay, let's assume that they got mixed into the what I thought was the new interfacing pile. Yes, they did. Some of them did. Okay. I'm like, there is more here than we have had. Okay, actually it looks like the majority, yeah, okay. The majority of the beige ended up with the old interfacing. There we go. Some of this also has to be re-adhered, but that definitely can happen tomorrow now that we're just ending up matching instead of sewing. Yay. Okay, this is old interfacing. It's also a black zipper. Okay, I think that one's adhered. I think the one underneath it is in trouble. This is old interfacing. That's definitely a beige lining. There's like, this is a huge pile. Oh my goodness. Okay. Slowly creeping towards the camera. Alright. Little Red Riding Hood. Old patchwork black cat. The handle needs the interfacing redone. I'm actually, the ones that need to have their interfacing redone, I'm just going to pop in the bin. At least for the handles. We'll see what I have to do for the interiors. Okay, so there's 2 there that needed lining. Navy bunnies. That is not well adhered. You can tell because the fabric is not, has like too much drape. Oh, okay, no, it's adhered. Okay, sweet. Mimosa. That's old. handle needs to be re-adhered a little bit. Actually, no, it's good. We're good. Okay, this one's good. Okay, Frenchies. Feels like it. Oh yeah, some of these are like adhered on the edges and then they're not adhered in the middle. Okay, so actually that'll get that should get resolved actually when we're ironing for top stitching. There's no real like buckling in the fabric. It's just needs to be completed. Okay. Pretty sure this one got a white lining, but we're gonna set it aside for now. There's a few more down here that are like for sure beige lining, and then we'll go in and we'll match up the ones where it's like, where do you all fit in? Okay, black cat, beige. Okay, so there should only be one more old, I guess. How is that happening still? Okay, maybe there's a few more mixed in with the new interfacing. Doesn't look like it, but no. Okay. Alice, this Alice is new. That's old. The thing is that the old one has like a striation pattern to it, whereas the new one has a like it looks needle punched almost. So now the question is where do they not match up? Like, because yeah, even the cranes don't have the old interfacing adhered to them, as does this one. Although that could go to white if it needs to. That one is definitely here. Okay, so I guess what we'll have to do is, this feels like it might be a morning task now. I think what we'll do is we'll do the ones that are for sure one or the other, and then figure it out later, I guess. Okay. Don't know what to say, because we all know that I was very diligent about that. But apparently maybe not diligent enough. All right. Let's match up some of these white fabrics, or what should be white fabrics then, because the majority are left are white. How many beige are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that that matters because they're all new, and what's left in there is all old interfacing. Okay, well, these strawberries are white. I guess if worse comes to worse, what we do is we just swap the interfacing on the handles, because at least that way they can still be sewn up in the next few weeks. Really, that actually is not that big a deal. Just beyond the time put into it already. I wonder actually if, yeah, those two are older, but the handles would have also been made with the older interfacing as well. So I don't know. Don't know anymore. Okay, that needs clips on the ones that need to be re-adhered. That means this one's going to get a white lining as well. Strawberries are actually an old lining. Okay, cool. That works because it's white. I'm gonna say these cats are white then as well. An old lining too. Oh, and that's their gray zipper. Sweet. Ow. New white. Old white. Old. Okay, I have one more piece of old whites, and if honestly any of these have old interfacing on them, I will scream. Like, beyond what I'm supposed to have. Because like I said, we were extremely careful about that today. So I do not know how we have 5 bag handles with old interfacing. And apparently one that is now like missing its handle and its zipper because it flopped over the side. Okay. Yeah, see that one has old interfacing. Why? I don't get it. Oh, right. We already knew that though. Okay, this one is white, new lining, white, new interfacing. Old interfacing. Okay, that is the last piece of old interfacing. That is all we should have. There are very few white lining bags remaining. Where the hell did these zippers go? And how? Okay, yeah, like. Grump, grump, grump. Okay, well, I don't even have all the lining I'm supposed to. Like, what the hell is going on here? Okay, these two black cats are actually supposed to be lined then with beige with the new interfacing. Good. Okay, so there's 2 more of those cuts done at least. 1 and 2. Good. Good. But the rest of these, reasons beyond me, all have old interfacing, and I have no more old interfacing cuts. Right? Yep. Okay, so they all need to go into, so, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Okay, so I have 8 bags without linings, and I only have 5. I have 5 linings for 8 bags over here. So I don't even have the correct number of frickin' linings. Okay, that's new interfacing. Is that new interfacing? Okay, good. Ridiculous. Okay. Actually, those are going to go underneath here. Okay, what colors would these end up being? They're all mostly dark. Which is good. They are. And if there's 5 and I need 8, there's a couple of white in here. They're mostly beige. All we need to do is pull the interfacing off the handles, actually. Actually, yes. So we can still pair these up. No, that'll just cause more confusion. Like, we could still pair these up and then I could still sew the zippers in, but I would forget that the handles need to be re-interfaced, so we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is we're going to shuffle this massive pile back over here again. Make an offering to the sprites of some whiskey apparently later so that they find my linings that are missing. How many times did we count bags today? Like, how many times did we count bags today? And my counts are still off. When I was like, hey, there's extra. Apparently there was not. Apparently we were supposed to be using those for some... Ah. Oh. Easy enough fix. It means that they're not getting done until after April at this point, because we have so many bags that can get finished without the hassle. Although I really want that snow globe one. One step forward and 2 steps back. And I bet you the kiddos are going to wake up in the next half hour. Because that's usually how it goes. Almost like it's clockwork. Oh. Oh well, now we're back to sewing. Finally. How long have we been on the stream? An hour and 20 minutes, basically, and I've gotten... Okay, I've gotten 3 bags sewn. 3%. So some days the machine fights me. Some days it's not the machine. Some days it's the prep work. That was ridiculous, though. I do not understand. Whatever. Sure, if I went back and actually watched it back, I would be like, Katie, there's the error right there. I am not watching back. Because realistically, it doesn't matter that much. It's just... I'll be pissed off with myself for a little bit. I also swear that we did all of our calculations right. So I must have missed something when I was counting something somewhere. Who knows? Like, who even knows? Thankfully, it wasn't a case of I have to redo a bunch of linings at the same time. Like, we can just redo handles. So that's good. That is nowhere near the zipper. That is just sewing together the fabric layers. Okay, as much as I made the joke of the kids might be waking up soon, it might be better if I just call it for the night. If we have one more fight back from the sewing machine, I am going to call it for the night. This is even like a fight back from the sewing machine. This is just a big middle finger from the zipper. Ah. And now my seam ripper's not working. No, come on. Can't even fix my mistakes. Maybe this is a sign that I should be going upstairs and knitting. Okay, let's grab the cheap seam ripper, see if it works better for this one. Probably will. Just to be contrary. I can't win for losing tonight. All right. And now, of course, the bit that actually did catch the zipper is like super hard to seam rip. Also because it's double stitched. Okay. This is actually bordering on ridiculous. Seam rippers are going to go in here because I have a feeling that even if this one is successful, we are going to have more need of them tonight. And it didn't actually seam rip, it tore a hole in the fabric. No, because a bird nested on the back. Okay. So, first things first. It's really stiff under there, so we're gonna pull this down. It almost needs to be ironed now because it's like kind of in the way. All right. Then we're gonna fold it back. And we're gonna scoot it up a bit so that we can avoid that hole. And then apparently we need to pin it or clip it or something. Like I said, I don't normally have that kind of like runaway problem with pre-made zippers, but apparently this one has a mind of its own. Because why wouldn't it tonight? Should have kept my beer for when I was actually done sewing. Although, to be fair, I didn't think I was going to be sewing tonight. I thought that we were still going to be working on interfacing or something. Because I did want to be getting to sewing by this point in the week, but I figured, given how much we had cut, it was not happening. Well, I made a pretty good guess of where the seam allowance was supposed to start at least, so that's kind of cool. Okay. And if you're like, Katie, this would be resolved with pins? Yes. Yes, it would. But pins make me bleed more regularly than I desire, so no. Pains are a little literal pain in my fingers. Now behave yourself, please. Because that's going to do anything. Okay, you got the right interfacing, and your interfacing needs to be re-adhered so the clip stays on. We've got this nice warm brown zipper to kind of like complement the gold tone in the background here. And apparently this is a massive piece of lining. Excellent, excellent. Let's just double check and make sure that it's actually, yeah, way too large. Okay, this is going to need to be trimmed down on both ends just to even up anyway, so we're just going to ignore that. And actually, yeah, this zipper actually almost matches. Oh, the stamen and the actual sakura are like a really dark charcoal. I still think that, which would make sense, kind of almost a grello then, but I think this warm brown is nice because it's also like evocative of the cherry tree trunks. And that's as poetic as I'm going to get tonight. And then we're going to pray to all Shinto kami. Please just let this go straight and smooth. Straight and smooth. Okay. That was a ridiculous amount of extra work. And I do not know how to resolve that right now. Well, I guess it doesn't matter after this because all that old interfacing is gone for these bags. So it won't matter. Thank F. Okay. But any more sign of fight back before 11:30 and I'm out. We're done. That's all we're going to do. That's all she wrote. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, what is going on with you now? It's like a twist in the fabric. Damn it. Okay. Okay, we're still good. Monitor keeps like rotating through the rooms. I used to have it set so that it was only when they were like crying. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now it should only go off if they actually like make a noise or the temperature in the room goes too high. There's no way that the temperatures in the rooms are going too high right now. Actually, I think it might have a cold alarm as well, although that's not as big a concern as like heat alarm. Makes sense if it had a cold alarm, but I don't remember actually. Are you adhered? Yes. Good. Strawberry, and then the other wording on it is sweet fruits. It's a really cute fabric. Very summery, so I'm excited for that. I'm getting away with just that afternoon coffee, which is awesome because it means I should be able to fall asleep faster tonight, which will be good. Well, and I chugged a caffeinated pop with dinner actually, which is fine because significantly less caffeine than a coffee, at least. actually this is kind of surprising, but it is actually a coca fabric, which is cool. Didn't know that. And what does it say? It's like Watakata retro. Watakata. I wonder what Watakata. I wonder if it's like watercolor. Watercolor retro? That would make sense actually. Watakala. Yeah, Watakala retro. Cool. Which actually explains the colorways of it and stuff like that too, because it is kind of that nice like a little bit more pastel with like pops of color more than anything. Ding 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 ding. What does the fox say? I do not. I don't even really know that song. That's like logistically that is the only line I know. Phrase. It's not even a line, it's a phrase. And I remember that being a big deal, and now it's actually old too. I don't even know, like, on the scale of like social media stuff, that feels like it's like ancient news right now. No, don't fall on the floor. Traitor. Okay, we got this whole neat little stack of ones to do. Okay. Are you adhered? Yes. This is the Festival Trucks print. Which apparently was cut a little bit too tall. So we will. And lining was cut a little bit too wide, of course. Can't just. I also thought I lost my youngest sweater. I knew I'd taken it in the truck to knit when picking Dallas up one day, but I could not find it for the life of me. And then I found it yesterday, day before, actually in the middle console. I was like, oh, good, because otherwise they're going to outgrow it before I can finish it. Heck, I'm pretty sure I have already made it too small. So I think I'm going to have to like snip a stitch in the body and knit a couple more inches, and then I will graft it back together. At least that's the plan. I have done that previously on sleeves for myself because they were way too short. Now I was overzealous and put in a little bit too much. Shock. But yeah, I will finish it and block it and see. The thing is that their torso has always been average. What are they? The youngest is like all legs, pretty much. And the eldest is all torso, which is a problem I have, is I have a really long torso. But considering that they've both gone through growth spurts since I did their measurements for Christmas presents, they're obviously no longer accurate measurements because I tried it on them and it looks short. So I'm like, damn it. So I think I'll have to probably modify it by, taking it apart and then grafting it. But I'm going to finish and block it and see how much extra stretch I get in it. The thing about it is it's sock yarn, so I don't, because of the nylon in it, I don't know. But yeah, they're like really like skinny, unless they gain like the grow belly. Skinny little chest, skinny little arms. It is amazing how long it still takes to knit a child's sweater though. It's like, really? Why? Like, how? You're so small. But they're not actually that small. their chest circumferences, both of them, are already like over half of mine, so. Although those sleeves, the little baby sleeves, do go incredibly quick. I think that's probably the biggest benefit, is you don't end up on Sleeve Island for very long. And I held it up against their body today, and they're like, it doesn't fit. And I'm like, well, not yet. I'm just checking to see if I need to do the decreases. I know it's not finished. Because I'm actually, usually I do 2 at a time sleeves, but I could not wrap my head around how to pick up the stitches this time to do 2 at a time. So I'm doing them individually. So like, which is not the worst idea anyway, because given that there's going to be some finagling probably. But I think the yoke is the correct depth. It's just the body that needs some extra length, I think. Okay, we're going to take up a little bit of the lining because it's a little bit too big. And yeah, I am going to call it at 11:30 no matter what the kiddos are doing. Just so I get one more night of like a little bit better rest to get this cleared up. Whatever's left of it. And then I'll be back on tomorrow night for, oh, okay, yep, nope, and this one is fighting back. And I said if there's any fighting back, we are done, and we are done. The zippers keep, like, I almost need to iron these before I apparently start on this side. We're not even going to try that other seam ripper again. Okay, I caught the zipper at the beginning. That's good. It does make it harder to seam rip though. I like how I'm like, I was totally going to rage quit, and now I'm like, whatever. Maybe we'll, oh, there we go. That actually works better. Go behind the zipper. Cool. Okay, it's definitely caught up at the top, so I'm not going to worry about that. I gotta apparently fold this down. I guess this is the first round of large box bags that I've done with the fusible interfacing. Yeah, because everything else we finished recently with large box bags had the sew-in interfacing still. That's what it was. So this is still, there's a learning curve on this one because it's quite a bit more fabric, whereas with the small box bags, they're like about half the size. Half the length. No. Just over half the length, I guess, would be the best description. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, now we can go in. And sew. Okay. Shiba, which we hadn't actually cut last time. This is a new cut. It's exciting. It's a Dobby. It's got that gorgeous yellow background color. Very, very nice. It's interesting because I actually end up with a lot of Cosmo textile branded fabrics, and this is one of them. All right, let's get this slipped under here. I don't know why I'm being so erratic with the marking, although the couple times that I've guessed it have been fine, so I don't know. And there is the summons. What did I say? Yeah, by 11:30. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll be back tomorrow night to get more of this done. We have actually gotten more done than I anticipated tonight, so that's good. And I will chat with y'all really soon. Thanks.